Hello and welcome to my first English podcast episode. I just watched it and thought it would be very nice to give you a short introduction because it's a very long episode and overall it's about deep spiritual stuff. So I recommend to be open-minded and take with you what is good, what serves you, and everything you think, oh no, I can't relate with that. Just let it behind and take what go in resonation with you. So and I recommend to watch it fully, because then you get the whole picture and the whole experience of it. Yeah, it's about staying in your own center, staying connected with the light, with God and the love. It's not a religious God. It's God as the consciousness. You can call it whatever you want, like source, universe, but I will call it God. And I talk about the structure of reality, about healing, and the stories we tell ourselves, and the darkness and the light, and how the darkness can affect our reality and us, and how we change it, and how we can be the creator of our own reality. And I think what's nice too is that I experienced my own power and my own light and love, and I am very anchored in that, so I can give the frequency to you too, and you just have to accept it and see your own power. I think, that's very, it can be very powerful, so I wish you have fun and enjoy it. See you. Thank you, God, for being with me now. And thank you, spirit guides, to be in my presence. I want to speak truth. I want to speak clear. And I invite my soul to speak through me. I invite God, the consciousness, the source, to speak through me. I let the ego aside. I don't have to prove anything and anyone. I don't have to be someone else I am not. I am me, not less and not more. I am just me, and that is enough. Thank you for entering me. Thank you. Thank you for letting everything out, what's not in the vibration of love. I'm giving thanks to the wisdom, I'm giving thanks to the love. I am in my center, I am connected, and all feelings can come and go, but I am not identified with it. I'm not identified with stories I told myself. I'm the channel for light and love and healing. My intention is to bring light in parts that are filled with darkness and strengthen the light that is already there. And so it is. Thank you. Amen. Hello to my first solo podcast in English. Since the beginning, I have the feeling that it's not only limited to the German language, but the struggle was my English. But I earned confidence about it, and I trust the process that my English is getting better by speaking, by journaling and reading in English. So please be patient with me when not every word is like there, or I misuse some words, or yeah, it's not the perfect grammatic. And yeah, but I want to start because yeah, it's not, yeah, I have the feeling it is the right timing, and I have to start even though it's not perfect. And maybe that's an invitation for you to start with something what is on your heart, even though you have the feeling you are not ready or you are not good enough for the thing to do. Just start and trust the process, and don't be too strict to yourself. Yeah, for me it's with English that I sometimes I don't know if I speak right or not, but for me it's important that the frequency comes through and you get the picture, and maybe then you can let go of your mind more, because my English is not that good, and in you think, oh, I don't understand, but then you can let go of the mind a bit more and fall in and just feel a bit more what I'm saying. And yeah, because sometimes I have the feeling that like normal conversations I'm not really good in English. But the deep stuff I can transport better. Like there it's easier for me to put it in words because that's the vocabulary I listen to. So yeah, let's try. And maybe yeah, I experienced a very high level on consciousness, and it's so far beyond the 3D world, like here on Earth. It's the fifth dimension, or I don't know, maybe higher. And I don't say this to, yeah, I'm now better than you. No, it's like my soul choose to experience this reality, and I'm just living my soul mission and share what I experience, share what is on my heart. And I don't know, I did a prayer before, and I also filmed it. Maybe I let it in the first it was just for me, but then I had the feeling that it could be nice that you maybe feel the change, because it's funny just a bit, because sometimes it annoys me when I do the decision that I want to start a podcast and film an episode, then things change. Like I ate breakfast, and then my stomach was a bit like not hurt, but this not like so much that I have to purge, but so maybe I just talk with frequency. Some words I don't know, and feelings like okay. And then some stories came into my mind, because then there is like some voice in my head who wants to do it perfect and think about, oh, what do I want to say, and yeah, then I just let the mind do the things. And what's funny too, I thought about if it's the battery is full of the microphone, and I thought like, yeah, it was full when I the last time, and now it was empty. So yeah, just that is a very good example to just go with the flow and don't be in the way of how life unfolds. For me, it was like, okay, now my body is like, don't feel so good, and then I was a bit stressed about it. I just a bit. I felt it in my body because then it was very hot, and I thought, oh, the lighting is not good when the sun is so shining, and then wait. Ja, tschüss. Danke dir auch. Yeah. And just on every situation, don't be like, oh, it's so stupid. Why is it like that? Why does it happen to me? Like every time the technique, like the electricity and the things don't work, or every time something come in my way. No, just observe what come and lean back. Like that's so powerful. You are the creator of your reality. You can choose. You are so powerful. And that is what I realized so deep in my heart, in my whole system. It's like, not, oh, I believe I'm powerful. It's like, I know I'm fucking powerful. And that's not just for me, it's for you too. And I maybe activate that knowing in you, that we all can remember our true self. Yeah. So I waited and meditated, sang a bit, sang a bit. It's such a good oil. It's like Sacred Angel. I put it on my in my hands and smelled it and do some. I also experienced how powerful body work is. I mean, like etheric oils, tapping, singing, breathing, just sitting still and relax, and some peppermint oil I put on my sides on the head, and like everywhere. No, just joking. But I could do this because it feels so good. It's a bit, yeah, but it's nice. And some Palo Santo, and I felt like how my vibration raises again, and I don't fall into that story. Oh, every time I want to start a podcast, some miserable things happen. No, I just stay there in my center and observed it. Like, okay, what can I do now? What is important for me now? What should this say to me now? And just relax in it. Like, it's totally, it's not relevant how awakened you are, because everyone have some challenges, or things that come in the way, because we are here to learn, and it will not end that we face some things, but what can end is the suffering. And we how we respond to it, and don't be in an unconscious mode and just react on things. No, and then we can when we just react, then it can be like a ripple effect from negative things. So I choose for myself that I don't want to experience that. I choose to respond consciously, create my life conscious with the knowing of who I am. And it's totally fine when people want to believe in the stories that they are small, that they are like just one person here in the world. Yeah, that's true, but sometimes we make ourselves smaller than we are, and I think it's a false humbleness, like, oh, who am I don't know everything, and I know that I don't know, and it feels like that's not authentic. Authentic, yeah, authentic. Yeah, so that's just the intro. Yeah, for me it is really important to bring it down, and not down like on a value thing, like just here in on earth, because we live here on earth, and it's important to don't be somewhere else than we are, you know. And now it starts to rain. That's a bit sad, I think, because the lighting is bad. I just, like when you play that you don't see the other person and then they got seen. You know what I mean? It feels like I just lighten up myself a thing like it's sad that it rains. No, it's not, because it's good for the plants, and I like how it how I can listen to the rain. Yeah. Okay. Um it is I I thought about a podcast. It is a bit longer time since the last one, and I have what is this? I the last recordings I have done, I don't will upload it because so many things changed, and I don't have the feeling that it represents it, like that it's actual. It's not like it's not it's not up to date. It's not up to date. So I just want to put the highest informations, frequencies out I'm capable of. So the last things are, they are good, but I think I can do better. But not out of pressure, out of fun, you know? So I thought, should I just do some videos with special titles, or do I want to tell my story? And for me, it's like I thought about, is it oversharing when I tell the story, or is is will it liberate me? Because for me, speaking my truth, don't hold back, is very liberating and makes me very free to express. So my mind maybe say, oh, don't talk about that experience, because people can judge or don't understand or think you are crazy. But no, I don't give in to that. That is another big realization in what things we want to give energy, like which feelings we want to put fire in or not, and with um, which thoughts we want to put not fire in, like wood in, that it burns, you know, and which fire we want to just let it go out or put some water in. Yeah, I will tell you, I did an ayahuasca the third and the fourth time. It was very good embedded in a retreat and woman retreat, which it was very powerful. It was very powerful, and it is the set in the setting. The whole experience made it so crazy good, and the country, the it's a place in the mountains, the highest mountain in Spain, not the island, but on the Festland, on the land there, and it's very natural. And there even was not a normal toilet, and it felt really cool to just be so connected to nature. Yeah. So the set and setting is very important, and who for the people who don't know ayahuasca, it is a plant medicine. I think from, is it South America, like Peru and all there? I don't know, but I can talk about my experience. And for ayahuasca, it is that it cuts down a part in our brain where we have the control. Like in the normal daily life, we can control what we feel in a way. Like um, it's the conscious mind, not the really really conscious, but the daily mind. You know that we can this part. It's the, I think it is the Großhirn, the big hirn, the big I don't know. Okay, and in when you take ayahuasca, you can't control your emotions because the bridge and the thing which stops you to feel the things and get in you deep in your unconscious mind. Um, it tries to control it because for the mind it's important that we feel good, and it don't think in long term that it maybe is bad when we suppress things and don't feel them and don't release them. The mind often push negative things away. And yeah, so when we take plant medicine, we have the the entrance to our unconscious mind is open, and we every mask, everything fall down. Like there you are, your true self. And I have done like 2 3 years ago, I did my first ceremonies in the Netherlands, and it was crazy because I this my intention there was to see the truth, because I was like, I don't see processes in my life, and I don't know other permission slips to improve and release things like emotions, bad patterns which are not which don't doesn't serve me. Or I want to see the truth, you know? I want to go through all the layers and to the essence. So yeah, I it was very good in a way, but like a bit traumatic too. It took me a long time to integrate what I felt there, because the plant medicine, my intention was to see the truth, and I was very open and ready to face my shadow. So the plant medicine gave it to me. Like it is like a spirit in a medicine you can talk to, and it only opens layers how capable you are to hold it. Yeah, and it was very crazy because it drew me like chew, 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 chew. And I was like, whoa, fuck. um, yeah, it was very crazy. I couldn't breathe. I were in panic. I was in panic. I, my eyes on the end got very black, and the ceremony, the people said, yeah, the ceremony is closing right now. And I was so deep in the process, because I drank like 5 glasses, and that's a lot. Normally, one is enough. So, but I had the fear that I don't feel something. So I thought more is more. I need it. And then everyone was silent, and I screamed like, are you Are you ready? No, warte. Seid ihr alle schon draußen? Seid ihr alle schon wieder da? Nee, what was it? In English, is everyone back? Like, I was like, oh, I'm fucking so in it, and and then it smelled like food, and I was like, but how people can eat now, how they are ready and can stand, because for me it's like, fuck, Alter. Yeah. And it was very, 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 very intense. And I don't want to go too much in it because it's the past, but I want to grab you, like, that you can verstehen, that you can understand what I experienced more, because it's interesting, I think, the process I had gone through, so like in the past and then until now. So yeah, the second night there in the Netherlands was a bit calm, but it drew me like in the good side, and I couldn't hold the good side either. Like, I laid there, and it was so overwhelming to feel all the good sensation, and I laughed so much. And the night before, it was like crying, laughing, fear. I couldn't handle it. Really, it put me like this. It was so einmal so. It threw me through the whole room, through the whole universe. Like, there was no time. I didn't know where I was. It was crazy. And then the second night, I released some things, and yeah, felt so. I saw my aura. Like, I laid there and I saw some visuals. Yeah, and I feared a bit in the past to do a ceremony too, because it threw me so off. And even after 3 months after the first ceremonies, when there I had not, my body felt not good, and there I was like, am I in the ceremony? Like, 3 months after, I couldn't. I had a bit fear then that I'm stuck, like I'm in the ceremony right now and just thinking I'm living my life. It was crazy, but I think it was just for like some hours. Then I realized, yeah, I'm living here, and yeah, everything's okay. Shit, my ding is going empty. I have to talk faster. Okay, that was the podcast. Until next time. Okay, when it's empty, then it is empty, and maybe I will wait again and meditate or use my headphones. Yeah. I will find the solution when the problem is there. But now there is no problem. Okay. So to the ceremonies, it was a very, very, very different vibration and safe place in these ceremonies, in the third and the fourth, like, yeah. And it felt so good. I was really ready and very excited, and the plant medicine kicked in the night before. I couldn't sleep. I was like, I'm awake now. What should I do? I can't sleep. Yeah, then I journaled and things, but that's not the important thing. So I ran the ceremony, and it tastes so bad, and I'm so sensitive with bad things. But yeah, I got it into me and laid there, and then it started like my body is shaking. And I thought, okay, just relax, just breathe. Because then I realized how much I trained myself to handle emotions. And it's so, so, so important to learn to breathe through challenges, through emotions, through, yeah, when you feel like, fuck. And then, like, ice bath was very good for me. getting conscious in the daily basis, like you raise the consciousness in the everyday life. So you're here and then okay, breathe, feel in your body, come back to the presence, back in the moment, because so often we are in the past and thinking about things that happened, or we are thinking about the future, what will happen, or oh, I have so much things to do and this I want to heal and there it is like that and that is so crazy and I'm excited to go to the holiday and all the things. Like it could be the good or the bad things, but when we really want to stay centered, it's important to also not be too excited for the future, because then you are not living in the now, you are living in the future then. But yeah, don't be too strict or something. I just want to mention that it's in both direction, and that is what I want to talk about too, the duality. Like sometimes for me it was like I have to be very excited to something because only then it is really good, or I was like, oh, I have to be like so excited. But then the fall down is even harder when you are not connected, when you are not in your center, because then you are out of balance. But we want to stay in. If you choose, you want to be in your center, then you should be in your center. But it is totally fine when you say, no, I like to live my life with a lot of duality and fall into the good things and fall into the bad things totally. When you want to experience that, okay, just do it, but then don't ask question why you are not happy, like intrinsic happy from the inside out. Because when we are too much on the outside, we are not in our own power. We give it to the outside, to situations, to people, to emotions. We live a lot in the outside, but we want to bring the focus and the energy back to ourselves. And that's not egoistic or something, because we are all one. And when you be nice to yourself and be in your center, you can be a more loving, more kind, more compassionate person to the other one, because your own glass is full and then es sprudelt über. And because you are full, you are connected to the source, to the unconscious love, to the source of love, of light, which never ends because it's unendlich. The word, like it's not empty. It's full and don't get empty ever. Yeah, I think it's a good moment to take a deep breath in, hold, feel your body, and let it out through the open mouth, and relax your muscles in the neck, in your where you are chewing, the kiefer, the face muscles. You don't have to hold on to anything. You just can relax. I think it's pretty cool to talk in English. It's a different vibe, I have the feeling. I'm excited to hear how you feel it, because for me, of course, it's important that it's good for you too. And people can understand what I'm talking. So in the end, people are saying, oh, it makes no sense what you are talking, but I like the vibe. Or, yeah. everything is okay. And the experience in the last ceremonies was so beautiful, and it was a training to stay in the center, and my intention was to align fully with love, light, and joy. And also I was open to face shadows, to see things, patterns I'm not aware of. But the focus was on the light, that the light shine in the shadow, like I talk a lot about. So I had done a lot of shadow work, I think, and have gone in the stories and felt all the emotions. And for me, it's like now it's really, really time to embody the light, to embody the love fully, and don't fall into negative stories. I want to give in to, yeah, I don't want to give in some more energy than needed. So it started, and I laid there and just breathe. I took a breath in, and I talked to myself like, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. So my mind could get more silent and don't go into panic, because that was the struggle the first times that I panicked. So I stayed calm, and I knew the facilitators and the medium is very good. I had the feeling, and it was like that. And I knew it from another person that they are really, really good and hold the space very safe. So what I want there, I had a lot of realization and insights, and dots are connected, and I saw like the structure of reality and how everyone is creating their own reality, and that is not a new thing, but I felt it. It's not, I think in the past I made some own experience, but there was a lot of knowledge in my head, and now I experienced all the knowledge, and it was crazy nice and fancy and holy shit, because I experienced it now. It's not just a belief, it's like the knowing and the seeing through all the illusions and waking up fully. And I think I can wake up even more, but it's like, it feels very big for me right now. And now it's like, I trained it in the ceremony, but there's no difference, because my masks, is it masks? Like the things we can put down, and we are our true self. There is nothing, because before I was my true self, so committed, so I gave my best to be my true self before, and like ayahuasca, psilocybin and LSD, or all the things, they don't will rescue you. They don't, and nothing will rescue you. It's, you have to come back to your own power. And like the plant medicine was a permission slip, a very good permission slip for me, but you can misuse it a lot. Or yeah, you have to accept the healing frequency of the permission slip. If it is coaching, if it is frequency, if it is etheric oils, nutrition, everything, you have to allow yourself to receive the medicine. Um, that was very important for me too. There my mind was like very active, like, but not the. I was the observer. I couldn't stop it, but I just realized it. I couldn't grasp it, and I want to. Okay, nice, interesting, okay, exciting, interesting. And then I got to a point where it overwhelmed me too, because it was a very new experience. And and then I called the medium that she will come and help me for this moment, and it was very good, because then I could relax again. So yeah, I think for now I don't want to talk too much about that. I want to just give an overall experience to you, because when I go in the depth of the experience, then it would be, and all the knowing I got in the insights and downloads, then it would be too much. But I will bring it up in the next podcast and wrap it up. Do I say it like this? and I think you can write to me what are your topics, because I just will go with my feeling and talk about things I think that are interesting or relevant for people, or were relevant for me. But when you have a topic, then I will talk about that. And my experience with that, or what I learned. Yeah. So the second night, it was very crazy. Because there I laid there like 6 or 8 hours, just being the observer, just being the consciousness, witnessing itself, witnessing what is coming up. I was the vessel, because it's not that we are just the observer, we are the body too. We are the consciousness and the body. And it's not like the reality is just an illusion. It's an illusion and it's real. That's the power of paradox that I experienced too, that things are not just the one thing. And with the reality, I saw the stories and the drama of people. They got stuck in a good story or a bad story, but I saw it was a story, and they were stuck in it and thought that is the reality. And for them, it feels like the reality. So that is for them the reality. And that looking behind that everyone have their own reality, and that this is totally fine. And I think I read a book, and I think it's from Nietzsche. The thing with the knowledge 1, knowledge 2, knowledge 3. And I heard about that before, but I think that is what I experienced. There is the objective reality, which is knowledge 1. Maybe no, I don't want to look at now. I will look at it, wait. So I have the book here. The knowledge 1 is the absolute knowledge, and then is the knowledge 2. This is the own experience, and the knowledge 3 is the knowledge we can create with other persons. And I have the feeling I saw my own knowledge too. I saw the knowledge too from others. I saw possibilities, how it could emerge, come together when we meet like the other day, the next day. And there's the knowledge 1, and I have the feeling that I looked through all that and got to experience more than knowledge 1, the absolute reality. And it's interesting, because Bashar always told it's not a philosophy or religion what we talk about, it's the structure of reality, and we just tell you and let you know what we see. And I saw the same thing Bashar always talk about, and it was not that it's from my mind that I saw the things. It was the experience, like the synchronicity too. Then in the first night I judged one person because she was so in her story, and I was like, don't make a drama because you can't stop your things that are coming. And then I thought, no, I don't know. Then the tent from the dome, there it was very windy. That's was a crazy thing too, and it really clapped my feet like, don't do that. So I realized, okay, judging is not good. And it's so crazy how the things in the second night I was the observer and I really fight with judging that people are in it, but I just interpreted it like judging, but it was from an observer mode where I could see it. But yeah, I think a judging thing was in it too, but I let it in the ceremony go because I felt the like the energetic wave of it when I judge, and that is karma. Karma is the energetic wave you send out. Like when you have good thoughts or bad thoughts, there go in the universe frequency of that, and you every what you put out is what you get back. And I, in both ceremonies, I experienced that it so fast and felt it that it was like that because I judged and then I had the feeling like I had to purge, or it was like the constant reflection. Because when we are in this, there's it's like another realm a bit, because we are not only we are in, it's a bit like a different dimension, and there the time is more fluidity fluid more fluid, yeah. And so I there wasn't the time what which is so long, because here we can do some bad moves and experience maybe the bad consequence like 2 years after that. But I experience how fast it can come back, and that it come back, and that what is good and what is not good. I feel in me if there is something I want to talk about in this episode. Now come now are coming some thoughts. Can people grasp it, or all the things? But or what do they do with this information? Can they understand, or yeah? But here for that no, I don't want to give into that thought. So I'm just the observer, and that is the thing I had done have done had done the last ceremony. I were like I lay there and I connected with God. I prayed a lot, and I felt the presence and the light I am. And it was like I am the observer, I am the vessel. With every breathe in and breathe out, I trained it, because the room, it was so dark, not in a physical way but in an energetic way. People had big fights. The people who hold the space said it was a very strong room, and there were a lot of bad entities. And I felt it, and I had a feeling, when I don't be so strong in my light, they 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 wanted to get to my light too, and they wanted to distract me, and that I go into it, and they wanted my energy. And I was like, no, I don't give into that fear. I let it flow through me, what comes up, but I am here. I am the light. I am connected. I am the observer. I am the vessel. I didn't deny or said, oh no, that's not okay. I just said, no, I am the light. I choose I value every choice, because then we are free. Because when we say, oh, no, that's not okay, then we push us in the other direction, but it pulls us back, because I don't know if I can explain it, but there is an explanation. Maybe I can get it in my mind. It's because of the frequency. Because when you fear the fear, you feel fear. And when you are afraid, that when you are so attached to joy, attachment means you are afraid to fall back to the other side. And then you just really embody the things you don't want. And when we are in equal to, when every choice is equal, we are free, and then we can choose. And I was like, okay, I can go in the story, but no, I don't will, because I choose the light, and I'm connected to God. I know I'm light, I know I'm love. And so I could hold the whole time, the whole hours, this and intense frequency in the room. And it was like, okay, when you talk about love and light, but no, that's, I think that's a trickster who challenged it. Like, it's like, ah, Sammy, how good you are. But no, it was more like that came in when it wants to trick me. But I realized it, and then was, okay, how much can you be the light when it's dark outside? And it was a choice. It was a really choice. And for me, it's like, I want to be the light in the world, and the world is so dense. And then it's like, can you stand it? You can train it right now. You can train it. You can train to be the light, even though it's very hard to stay connected, to believe, because then it wasn't the belief, it's the knowing. So it was more easy, because I don't have to trust in something outside me or in me, or trust. Like, it was the knowing. And that told Bashar too, it's not it's the belief system, but then after you believe it, then can come the knowing of the reality. And yeah, so yeah, I really saw it and see it like a boot camp that I got in. And it's so, for me, it strengthened myself so much, because my biggest fear before the retreat was that I just think I'm the light and the love, but it's just my ego, and I'm spiritual bypassing. And to experience that I'm really the light, and really, that's really my truth, was so important to me to see and to feel, because now my doubts and fear have no control over me. Because before it was like, okay, maybe my doubts are true, because I didn't know what is the truth. And now I know what is the truth, and I can stay conscious. And it's really, really important to stay conscious, that it stayed centered. But now I know, now I know. And now I know how it works. Now I know how I can implement it, because there's no difference between the ceremony and now. Of course, there it was very intense, and of course a different setting. But the medicine woman told me, when you mastered it, then there's no separation anymore. And yeah, apropos separation, I also experienced again. That is what I experienced before too. But love is integration. Love is acceptance. And love is beyond the duality. And that was an intention too, to connect and stay in the joy, stay in the love, out of the duality. That I'm not in addiction to the outside. I want I don't want to like ju. No, I choose to be in my center. I am the eye of the tornado, you know? And then the tornado can fade away because it's a decision too if you want to. Okay, some things are like you have to experience it because it's in your soul contract, but it can be a story too that there have to be a tornado around you and in your outer world. No, you can choose if you want to create a trauma, and because it could be, it's just an example that I think, oh, I'm so powerful. Even though there is a tornado, I am the eye of the needle, or is it this? No, that's the needle. No, I'm the eye of the tornado. And then can create a story to push my ego, my physical ego and the ego mind. Oh, I'm so important and I'm so crazy good. And then create like unconsciously the situation that I have to prove myself, okay, I'm the eye of the tornado. But that's not, that's, can be a story too. You are the creator, you don't have to experience that. You can choose, it's just a decision. I know that's far. For me it's sometimes like I wasn't sick a long time, but I got cold a bit, um, and now I can say, oh, it's a decision to be healthy or not. But I think in the when we are in 3D, it's a training to go faster back to alignment. So with the knowing that things can be a decision, we can get strength, but I think it's important to don't have the expectation, oh, now it should be, I could do like everything like this. No, we are humans, we make the experience and learn and dance through the duality. I love this. I in the where I waited that the things got charged, I read in my journals, and this is what I really felt. It's the dance through the world, and not be rigid. And because it was a topic for me too, to be too much strict and too heady in all the things, because I really wanted, and then, but now like I can be that consciousness. I can be the light and love, but I don't have to be rigid. I can flow through life. I can make fun, and for me, yeah, the next years they told the medium told me it's very important to to fall in love with the earth and with life, and not just stay up there in the consciousness, because that's easy for me. Now it's important to enjoy life fully, all the pleasures the planet Earth can give to me, to us. And I hope the episode was inspiring for you or opened something up or whatever. Thank you for listening or watching until here. I would be happy to hear from you. When you liked it, you can do the thumbs up. Is it the right word? I don't know. Yeah, then I wish you a good day, a good night, or whatever. Adios, amigos.